What's up, everyone? My name is Tyler. You're watching Mom's Basement MMA, and today I have a very special guest. He joins me from Sao Paulo, Brazil. He is a bantamweight contender from Israel, and he joins me right now ahead of his next fight on August 28th at FFC 80 versus Cristian Herrera. Kibedy Gordon joins me right now. Kibedy, welcome to the show. A real treat to have you on this program. I'm glad that we connect.
Hey, thank you, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
You have been a lifelong martial artist. You're a national Muay Thai champion from Israel. What prompted you to begin competing in mixed martial arts?
Basically, I started my mixed martial art career as a Muay Thai fighter. I started at the age of 10 years old. My older brother, he had a dream of becoming a professional Muay Thai fighter. But unfortunately, he was in the army. He went to 2 wars in Israel. He busted up his back, his knees. He couldn't fulfill his dream as a martial art fighter. He put me in the gym as a 10 years old kid. Just since then, the couple of first years, it was like, okay, it was more of a like let's try it. But then after I started competing, winning these championship, I knew that this is what I want to be, and I knew. And when I started taking it serious, I knew I want to be an MMA fighter. I wanted to have a big base at Muay Thai, to have a strong base, but always the future was to move to MMA. So I started as a Muay Thai, and then as the year progressed, I started adding some jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and here I am now, a full mixed martial artist.
How did a kid from Israel end up competing and training on the other side of the world?
Okay, man. So it all started at the age of 21 when I finished my military service in Israel. I served for 3 years. After a day after I got released, I bought a plane ticket to Boston. I got a older brother lives in Boston. I went there to fulfill my dream. I started training at a couple of gyms over there in Massachusetts. After almost a year of training, I decided I can't take it anymore because I didn't really find a gym that it's complete MMA. I need to train like at 3 or 4 gyms to really have what I need. I had a coach, a Brazilian coach over there. He told me, listen, I know you're struggling. If you want, I can set you up in Brazil. There's a really good gym there. I know the guys. I was the coach there a long time ago. I can talk to them if you want to go there. I said, man, sounds good. I packed up my suitcase, bought one-way ticket, flew to Brazil, and just handled myself. I got here without knowing the language, without knowing anyone. Just a kid with big dreams with one suitcase. I found myself living with a couple of Brazilians in the house, training every day, 3 times a day. And here we are, man.
Well, here we are indeed. You're training out of one of the best gyms in the world, and there are a few guys that I recognize that compete out of that gym. Costa, Brito, Severino. I know there's a bunch of other guys as well. But those Brazilian guys that you're training with every single day, what kind of impact have they had on your career, and how have they helped you complete your progression in mixed martial arts?
Man, they have the way they help me, man. The Brazilians are really, really tough. They have a really strong mental game. They also, all the Brazilians that trains here, everyone live in a different state. Now in a different state here in Brazil, it's a big, big country. So different state, it can take like a long time to get there. So everyone left their family, came here to train, and you can see everyone's here has the same goal. We're all pushing each other. So you can see if one is tired or one is getting close to a fight, we all push him. We all try to help him. And that's what they did to me. And I'm not used to it. I'm not used to have like a team that pushes me. So now when I got here, everyone's like pushing me before fights, trying to help me, putting on the pressure. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm not used to it, but that's what built me up.
You fought in the USA, you fought throughout Brazil, and now you're getting ready to fight again in Peru, another country. And you're that guy that comes from out of town that nobody really wants to see win because they bought tickets to watch the dude that you're fighting most likely. How is that experience for you, being like that guy that fights on the road and is showing up to all these places to beat the guy that the promotion and the fans want to win? Do you like doing that sort of thing? Ruining the plans?
Man, I like ruining the plans, but it's tough, man. You get to your country, nobody want to watch you win. Of course, it'll be a lot better from fighting at the home base. I have my fans, But listen, my first couple of fights in Brazil, you know, it was like I went to the fight, everyone was cheering the Brazilian. Nobody was cheering me. You know, I went in the fight, everyone was shouting, this dude is gonna die, you know, this gringo is gonna die. Everyone just shouting, screaming at me. I went in there, made a good fight, you know, got a finish, went out. All the Brazilians came, took a picture with me, started blessing me, you know. So I make them my fan. At the beginning, you know, they see me as an enemy. After the fight, they see me. Man, they really appreciate it. They came and take a picture. Man, it's nice, you know, to turn them around.
I've talked to other fighters in the past that are in similar positions that you are, and there are guys I know that say, if I had to fight in my home city, or if I could go out and fight on the road, I would choose to fight on the road, because for me, all I have to do is worry about going out there and fighting. I don't have to worry about anybody else. And it's actually really easy to do. And I'm just kind of curious, like, do you kind of feel that way as well, where it's just the only thing you need to do is go out there and perform? The ticket sales, all that other stuff, you don't really have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, I know, but for me, it doesn't matter, man. For me, it doesn't matter if it's a home or an enemy territory. For me, it doesn't matter, you know. My mindset is just get inside, get the job done, get out with my hand raised. That's what I'm worrying about. I'm not. It doesn't matter for me if it's in my hometown or no. So for me, both of them goes.
Your last fight was against Angelo Robles at LFA 180, and there are a few
Yes,
things I
sir.
wanted to talk about in that fight. I was not surprised that you knocked him down multiple times. That didn't surprise me. I would expect that, somebody from your background. But what did surprise me was your takedown defense. And when you were grappling with him, you looked very, very comfortable. There are a couple times he got in your guard and you were able to sweep him off without any real big problems. And I would imagine his game plan, what he tried to do against you, a lot of fighters probably do, because you're really big for this weight class. They don't want a Muay Thai guy to get comfortable. They don't want those elbows. They don't want those knees. They're going to try to take you down to the ground. And your grappling, your jiu-jitsu, they looked on point. Can you tell me a little bit about how you've developed in those areas of mixed martial arts?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when I get to the ring, they have a little back check on me. They see, I'm a Muay Thai fighter. Okay, let's take him down, submit him, easy fight. But no, man, I've been training so hard on my grappling game, the wrestling, takedown defense, even my jiu-jitsu, man. You know, I'm only a blue belt, but man, I'm telling you, I'm rolling with black belts, brown belts, and I'm submitting these black and brown belts. So it might be a blue belt, but man, my level is a lot higher than a blue belt. I've been working a lot on my ground game. So, you know, even if you take me down, you hold me down, it won't be good for you, because the elbows are going to come from the ground. The elbows are going to come from the ground. If I can push you, kick you from the ground, I'll do it. No? So yeah, you can take me down, but I don't think you managed to handle me on the ground. No? So good luck to whoever tried.
Well, you're very difficult to take down too. There are a couple times where he tried and you were able to frame off him pretty easily. And I would imagine he probably spent a lot of his energy trying to get you down to the ground. So I was really impressed in those areas of your game. But as far as the Robles fight goes, like when you watch that film now, Kibedy, like, is there something that you look at and about your performance that you're really proud of that you accomplished in that fight?
Yeah, man, I just stuck to the game plan. You know, I had a game plan with my coach. We stuck to the game plan like from the beginning until the end. So that's what I'm really proud of myself. You know, just sticking to the game plan, not getting too much excited, overwhelming. So that's it, man.
You'll be fighting in Peru against Cristian Herrera. He is a opponent he looks very, very tough. He looks really small, but he looks really strong. That's like the thing I see when I look at a guy like this. Going up against somebody like you, I would imagine he's going to have probably a similar game plan as Robles did. Can you tell me a little bit, like, what's your opinion of your opponent and what made you sign the dotted line to fight in Peru?
So listen, I told my manager, I'm signed with a Iridium agency. I told my manager, listen, find me a fight. I want to fight in August. I don't care what it is, who it is. I just want to fight. He'd been trying to get me fight at LFA. It was difficult to get. He was trying to find me fight in the US, in Brazil. He wasn't able to find something for August. He sent me a message like a week and a half ago. Hey, FFC offered this guy for August 28th. Are you interested? I told him, send the contract. No? Send the contract. Let's do it. Now for your question, I think he will try. You know, he will try to take me down, hold me down, but we have a good game plan for him. You know, we're working on a good game plan, and you should watch it live. Because man, I'm telling you, I'm going to put one hell of a show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in. We're not that far away from fight night. That'll be on August 28th. Make sure you check that out. And for you specifically, a win over this guy, that puts you at a 7-1 record. That's very, very impressive. And I feel like on the regional MMA scene, like 135ers, there are a few of them out there, but not a whole lot. And I was curious, like, how close do you think you are with a 7-1 record? I would imagine that you're going to be on that short list to get a call. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree, and I think I deserve it, man. I never turn down a fight. I'm fighting at the biggest leagues there is. You know, if it's South America, if it's in the U.S. You know, I think I deserve it, and I hope I'll be like on the short list. You know, if it's a short notice UFC fight or even a short notice contender series, because I'm always training. I'm always ready. I just need that one opportunity for them to call me and tell me, yeah, you got this chance. That won't make them regret it. You know?
Well, Kibedy, I think you've dedicated your life to MMA. You fought in countries all over the world. You're all in on this, and it seems like it's only going to be a matter of time before I see you fight in the UFC octagon. But I did want to give you an opportunity for the people out there that have never seen you perform before, or for the people in the UFC that maybe know your name but aren't very, very familiar with you. What can people expect when they watch you perform at that UFC level? What do they need to know about Kibedy Gordon?
They can expect a high pace of volume, really, really, you know, damage. I like to damage my opponent, you know, cutting with elbows, knees. You know, I like to put on a show. You know, even if it's not to finish him, I'll put on a show for 3 rounds. I'll be that guy that, you know, just keep going, keep fighting, never gives up. You know, if you watch my last fight, the guy, he got me like at a rear naked choke, like last 20 seconds. I was like maybe 3 to 4 seconds away from sleeping. I said, if I go to sleep, I go to sleep. I don't tap, you know. I live by the sword, die by the sword. You go to sleep, go to sleep. But I'm a warrior, man. I'll never give up. I'll always keep going, and I'll do everything I can to knock him out or to go out with my hand raised.
One final question for you. Who is going to be in your corner on August 28th?
My coach, a Brazilian coach of mine, he will be joining me. I actually brought him in here. He lives in a different state. So I asked him like to come here, help me prepare for the fight. He was with me when the LFA fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he agreed to come here. So we've been working like a good like this last week. Have 1 week more to work, and then we'll be traveling. So he'll be with me.
Well, August 29th, that'll be one day after your fight. And I was going to ask you, what is it that you're going to eat on August 29th? I'm sure there are some meals that you're thinking about that you're looking forward to.
Definitely. You know, but I'm simple. You know, give me like a good pizza, a good slice of pizza afterwards, and I'm good, man. I'm good.
Maybe a beer too?
No, actually, I don't drink, man. I stopped drinking almost 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped drinking like absolutely nothing.
What about a Coke then?
What?
What about a Coca-Cola?
A Coke, yeah. Soda, Coke. I'll take that.
All right, perfect. Well, Kibedy, I really appreciate your time. You're the man. If there's anyone out there that you'd like to thank, or if there are any sponsors that you would like to talk about before we let you go, let's do it.
I would like to thank my sponsor, Top King Israel. You know, he's a top. This guy's been helping with gear, with all these fresh gear and the Top King gear, the best gear in the game. I'd like to thank my team here, the Chute Boxe Bout team. You know, they've been helping me a lot. Man, I can't wait for August 28th to put on a show for everyone. Everyone is watching. This is for you.
Perfect. Well, Kibedy, I appreciate your time, sir. I wish you the best of skill on August 28th.
Thank you.